the islands to the mainlands and across the world. This is Caribbean Broadcasting Television, bringing you the latest in news, politics, current affairs, sports, entertainment documentaries, and weather. Welcome to CBTV, Caribbean's leading source in news.
Hey, you know who this is? Your girl, Cherine, yeah, aka the queen of dancehall soul. And today I am your guest host. Yeah, it's just you and me, babies. But before we do all of that, I want you to check out my music video, Happy Come Back. You know we're gonna have fun because we're on CBTV, baby.
It's Cherine. Hold him, baby, hold him, baby, hold him, baby, me say hold him, baby, hold him, baby, hold him, baby, hold him, baby, me say hold him, baby. I'm a good na make him have to come back. Have to come back, me say him have to come back. The nana when me give me to him come fat. Have to come back, me say him have to come back. Have to come back, me say him have to come back. Anytime him left us, so him have to come back. Have to come back, me say him have to come back. Action, me I say over chat. Y'all look me man, but him not gonna wait. Ring pan your finger, but I just a win there. I was a bum in and I must say goal in there. Oh, you can say hold him there. Love it, love it, love it, the style when me game. I fi come back, not at the time when me game. Stitch up me cloth like a sewing machine. 21 like a load magazine. Is it? Me good, na make him a fi come back. I fi come back, me say him a fi come back. The nana when me give me ta fi him come fat. I fi come back, me say him a fi come back. I fi come back, me say him a fi come back. Anytime him left us, so him a fi come back. I fi come back, me say him a fi come back. Action, me I say over chat. Was when him see the tank through my nighty. If him no day in me bed, him have to Skype me. More time him get a ticket like me Nike. Cause him a study up my book like a library.
You mentioned 3 times Have to Come Back. Let's talk about that song and the video, Have to Come Back. The first time I saw it, I said to myself, okay, whenever I see you, I definitely have to ask you the entire concept. I mean, I have a concept, I have a thought process behind the video already. But I want you to explain.
Have to come back.
Correct.
My upbringing in the arts is theatrical. So I dance, I sing, I act, I write. And all along I wanted an opportunity to do a video where I could actually do real choreography. And Have to Come Back was a song that presented that. It was up-tempo, it was dancehall. And I didn't just want to be standing in a video whining. Like people do that every day in the club, that boring. I wanted to get street dancers as well as Christina Gonzalez, who did the choreography for the video, trained dancer, to come in and put me with two of Jamaica's best female dancers. Cause she ended up dancing in the video. We had Kimiko Miller, and it was trying to keep up because it's not something that I do every day. But we wanted choreography that looked good, looked like how Jamaican women dance, but in a way that was very organized. You know, a lot of times we look at these North American videos and we see concepts and we see dancing and we see people doing this stuff, but I hadn't seen it in dancehall and not from women in Jamaica, not even from males in Jamaica. So we wanted to approach the video from that performance-based standpoint. We got lucky. Like I remember Andrew from UIM, who produced the song. I think his family owned a hardware over in Spanish Town, and we were blessed to get that location to shoot. So we kind of just pulled in everybody. I had a very young producer. She was 19 at the time, and it was just a fresh young crew that was energized and ready to do something different. And we utilized everything that was in our natural space. So they had these, I don't even know what you call them. They're like beams that you put the lumber on, because like I say, it's our old hardware place. And we had the dancers standing up on that and dancing on that. We just kind of utilized everything that was in our natural surrounding to make it a dance, fun, energetic video with a small storyline. It was really about the dancing, because it's dancehall. So yeah. Okay,
alright, so that was the video.
Yeah.
But the cliche word, have to come back. What does that mean in your term?
To me?
Yeah.
Have to come, I don't even think it would be good to interpret it. I think everybody interprets that differently. Have to come back is what it is. I mean, have to come back. You must come back.
Alright, so you burst on the scene as Marcia's daughter. And how was that experience for you? And this is a two-part question. So how was that experience for you? And the Cherine Anderson that we know now, if that movie role came to you, because you still look young, would you have gotten involved in that movie? And tell us if so and why.
I'm going to address the first part of the question. How did I get in... What was the first part of the question?
The first part is, you know, you burst on the scene as Marcia's daughter. How was that experience for you?
Okay. The experience was wonderful. At the time, I was in high school, and I was a part of ASHE, Caribbean Performing Arts Ensemble. So I was already touring as a singer.
And seasoned.
Well, I wouldn't say seasoned because I just started my training. But what I think the directors recognized was she's a naturally gifted singer, because they knew from then that I could sing. I was already doing theater, so I knew what that was about. But making a movie and doing theater are two different things. You know, in Jamaican theater, everybody tends to do this, and the eyes get big and everything is animated. I had to kind of have to unlearn that to the dancehall queen, because film, everything speaks so much louder that it's almost like you have to get inside of your head and inside of your body in order to play the character and make it work. So it was great working with people like Paul Campbell and Audrey Reed. I was like a sponge, just absorbing and learning everything, and it was great. Dancehall Queen, the experience was great. It really prepared me for this industry.
Explain to me, in your words,
right,
you know, why these type of songs.
I think it's interesting if you say you've listened to 10 or 15 songs and they've been provocative, because then I'd say, what was your source? Because if you go on my website, I think there's so much diversity in the music. With a song like Kingston State of Mind that came out very early in my career, I think that kind of set the precedence for, you know, this girl can write about socio-political issues and in a real way that resonates with people. We did China and Jamaica, which stayed on top of the New York reggae charts for such a long time and did so well. We have songs, and that's, you know, that's about celebrating who we are as Jamaican and being strong amidst all of the pressures and the struggles that we have. I think another song that really kind of hit home with people was How We Living. And that was about a girl who got pregnant for a Don, and the Don died before the baby was born, so she was left with the reality of being a single mom. You know, there's so many different songs, so, you know, to say most of them are sexual, I'd have to ask what was your source. But I know that it's so diverse in that these songs resonate with people because these songs hit. And I think a lot of what people will hear is what gets rotated and what gets played in the media. You can always push a song out and promote as best as possible, but what gets played is really kind of out of your hands. But I think all of my true dancehall soldiers, them just like everything, eagles and doves, like I said, How We Living, Shine on Jamaica, Kingston State of Mind, Ring the Alarm. There's so many songs that we perform on a daily that have nothing to really do with relationships or nothing to do with having fun. So it's a very diverse collection and body of work.
So it can be cultural, it can be dance, or that's how diverse the music is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I write for my audience, and I think my audience is intelligent, so I don't need to dumb nothing down for them to like it. It can be anything, because I think I represent that girl from Jamaica, just like regular ghetto people pitney, father mechanic, mother secretary, and at the end of the day, I've had a great education, come back, and I can control what my image is. Like, that's hard in this industry. Like, most time people see a female artist and them say, oh, there's one or two ways she can go. Is either she can wrap up her head and say, oh yeah, chant, 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 or it going to be hardcore. And I'm here to show people that it don't have to be left and it don't have to be right. Like, you can control what you want to look like. So suppose I want to bleach my hair, yeah, then I should be able to bleach my hair and sing a song like Kingston State of Mind or How We Living. Because I think the audience that we making this music for, people are way more complex. People are not this black and white. People are all the colors in between, and I think that's the kind of music I make, and that's why it resonates with people from all these different backgrounds and age groups and cultural background. You know, the music just it's very diverse, and the fan base. I've been really blessed with that very diverse fan base. So yeah.
Okay, you spoke about education. Let's speak about education. You went to Vermont,
Yeah.
and then at one time you left and went to Japan to study. And I hear that you speak very well Japanese.
I'm squishy, okay.
Okay. All right. So tell us about schooling for you.
Well, let me start here, because I think you don't get into great schools abroad if you didn't have a good platform. And I have to commend all the educators who've just been amazing in my life. I went to Excelsior Primary School in Jamaica, and that's where the acting and the music bug bit. Like, I was very active in the choir. At 9, I was working with the choir director, with the choir, to arrange 3-part harmonies. So I was already doing that at 9 and 10, and we won everything at festival. Like, our core group from that, classical, you name it, we were involved. I was also dancing in primary school, and drama. We were doing speech festivals and winning gold and silver medals. So I was always very involved, but education was always important, and they always stressed that. I passed for Wolmer's. I did 1st to 5th at Wolmer's, and then I did 6th form at Queens. But I became a part of what you call it? It's a program for gifted students called AQUES, and I was lucky to get into Johns Hopkins University when I was still in high school here. So I got to do an intensive summer program. I studied logics and I did calculus. So this is before I even sat the A-levels. So when I applied to schools abroad, I got into 10 schools. Middlebury College being one of them, Spelman, and a bunch of others. I opted to go to Middlebury because they have one of the leading language programs in America, and I really wanted to study a language. Truth be told, I wanted to study Arabic, but that wasn't offered when I was there, so I took Japanese. And then somebody gave me the bright idea that I could have applied for a scholarship to go to Keio in my junior year, and I did, and I was successful. So I went to Keio and I studied Japanese language and literature. And yeah, there's this kind of history. Came back, graduated from Middlebury, and then I returned to Jamaica to focus on my music and film and just the brand, which just keeps getting bigger between the music and the Rock Foundation and all of the above. Yeah.
So Cherine,
Yes, sir.
how do you unwind? What do you do for fun and relaxation?
I hang out with my family, my friends, my man. Yeah. I do what regular girls do. I mean, I don't even live that kind of, I don't know, celebrity life. My true friends aren't artists. Most of them can't sing a note. Yeah.
All right.
I really just hang with regular people. Yeah, it may be boring, but yeah, it keeps me out of trouble.
Alright, Monopoly or Lodi?
Monopoly. Yeah, I like money in Monopoly. I like the Monopoly thing, yeah.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Ochi, spending time hanging out, or Montego Bay?
Both.
Alright,
Portland. You know what? Portland. Portland is the spot. Truth be told.
Okay. It was absolutely great speaking with you on this interview, and much success on your career.
Thank you very much, and yeah, keep your eyes out. We're working on that album, and it drops this year, and all I have to say is it is fire. CherineTV.com. That's where everything is. Yeah.
Me say him a fi come back. The nana when me give me ta fame come fat. I fi come back, me say him a fi come back. I fi come back, me say him a fi come back. Anytime him left us, so him a fi come back. I fi come back, me say him a fi come back. Action me I say over chat. I'm a good nana make him a fi come back. I fi come back, me say him a fi come back. The nana when me give me ta fame come fat. I fi come back, me say him a fi come back. I fi come back, me say him a fi come back. Anytime him left us, so him a fi come back. I fi come back, me say him a fi come back. Action me I say over chat.